What's cracking? Well, today I'm gonna do that video I promised about the sunroof. Right now, I kind of got it taken apart right here, but let me show you what I got going on. So right now, what I'm about to do is just I'm gonna cut this right here, since these, of course, they're off of a car, so they come like all the way over here, and obviously it's not gonna fit in that. So what I'm gonna do is gonna follow this line right here. I'm just gonna go all the way straight. This has to stay because that's where the bolt goes in for it to hold up. So I'm just gonna go, yeah, right here. I'm just gonna follow that line all the way straight. I'm using a grinder. And then I'll show you what you gotta do with that. All right, so I cut it right there where I set on that line and all the way straight. And then I put the frame back on just to see where it's gonna sit, because I want to try to make it come as far as back as I can. That way when it's open, the glass sticks out like a lot. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna cut here on this rib, you can say. I'm not cutting on this because that has to go on the truck. So I'm cutting right here all the way straight. That way I can push this as further back as I can. And then you want to get rid of these right here too. Cut these off. That way it's flat, so when you put it on top of the truck, it's flat. And maybe right here, just a little bit in this corner, like this corner right here, just not this metal down here, like this one up here, that corner. And then this one too, cut this off right here. Just cut, like, follow this line, go right here. This comes off because it's like glued on. And the same thing right here with this corner. Try to take it out, that way I have metal to lay on top of that truck. But other than that, this is how it should look right after you cut that. That comes off. Once you cut that off, you just pull it out. But that's it right there. So let me get to cut this, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, check it out. This is what it should look like after you cut them. Like, this should be straight with all that right there. I cut that corner too because it was too, like, it was just too much. And then I cut all that all the way over here. Cut the same thing right here, same thing in the corner. So what I'm gonna do next is gonna cut a little bit more of this right here. Maybe just make it from right here, cut all that, just so it's a little bit more this way. That way, like I said, I can come all the way the furthest I can back, so the glass sticks out a lot. So this, you gotta take this off too, because once you weld it, it's gonna melt on your weld and it's not gonna weld right. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take off the glass, but I'm gonna cut this little corner right here all the way up to here. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And then you'll understand, if you like watch the whole video, you will understand why I'm doing all this. Once it gets in there, you'll understand. You'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. But this is still gonna be pretty sturdy, you know. Even though I cut it here, look, it's not even, it's just like glued on a little bit. What's really holding it, it's the inside of it, like the inside where the glass goes. There's like little tech welds in there on this piece right here, so it's not gonna fall off. But like I said, you'll understand once it's all in there. I'll show you. All right, check it out. So I cut this right here. That's from the front. I even marked it. The front. Cut that corner out. You seen that I did the back, and I did it on this side too. So right now I'm gonna take a blade and clean this off, just so it sits flush. Same thing here. I'm gonna cut that corner off, and I might cut here just so it looks more uniform when it's up there. That way I'm not, because this is a little way thicker than this side, and this one looks good, so I'm not gonna mess with that. This right here is just barely enough. I gotta take measure right here. Watch. almost an inch of metal that's gonna overlap on top over there. So barely, I don't know why I cut it so close to it, but when you're gonna go cut these to the junkyard, make sure you cut enough. Like even in the corners, like as far as out you can. Like even in the back and then on the sides. That way when you take it back and then you try to mess with it. So like this one, I cut it. Now it looks nice and straight. And I got enough for it to overlap. So I might just do the same thing on, not this side, but, or maybe the front a little. Just a little bit, like right here maybe. And then maybe this corner here too. And then maybe just like I said right here so it looks more uniform. But look, this is what I'm talking about. See how this moves? Like it's not even on there. See it? It's not even holding it. This is what's holding it right here. It's tacked all around. You can see it. So pretty much this is holding it. It's holding the glass. Not this right here. So maybe some of you are like, why would you even cut that? You know, that's what's holding the glass. It's not, look. It's like that all the way around. This glue right here is not gonna hold the glass. It's this right here. It's like that all the way around like that. So this frame right here is tacked on to this other metal, this one right here. I hope it makes sense. But yeah, so now I got that done. So now I'm gonna go measure that to see where I'm gonna put it. Okay, so this is how I did it up here. From here, I measured from this edge to that body line right there. From this line to this body line, I did 9 inches inside and inside. And then over here, you gotta have one of these tape measures. And all the way in to where it hit, I did 2.5. So the front doesn't matter no more because this right here gives you the measurement to where it's straight, and this one gives you the measurement to where it's centered. That's the way I do it. I'm pretty sure there's easier ways out there to do it or different ways, but that's how I do it. And then what I'm gonna do right now is outline this right here, and then turn this around and see how much I have to cut off before I cut the metal. So I'll measure here. You know how there's a frame like at the bottom? Just the frame, so the frame sits in and this overlaps. I'll show you right now. All right, so this is what I did. I measured from here to here. My bad, from here to here. Same thing from here to here. From here to here. All the way around. So first I did the inside. I marked the inside and then I went from the inside of that. I marked. So I got one mark from here to there. From the inside out. Inside out. So now I'm just gonna cut here. Always make sure you cut inside the line, not outside the line, inside. That way if you need more, it's better to cut off more instead of cutting more and then needing some. So always cut inside the line all the way around. That's what I'm gonna do right now. All right, check it out. So pretty much got it done to where I cut, so where it lays flat all the way around. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna trace this line now so I can have an outside line, just so I can clean off the metal so I can tack it. So I'm pretty much just gonna clean the metal on the truck, because the metal on the sunroof, it's well, it's clean in here. This is where it's gonna go. It's not gonna catch anything up here, just catch from over here. So I'm gonna trace that, and then I'm just gonna clean some spots, you know, because I'm only gonna tack it. I'm not gonna weld it fully all the way through. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show you the inside right now. All right, this is how the inside looks. See what I'm talking about? Just this. This has to be. You gotta cut the top so this can sit inside. And yeah, you had to cut some of that. And this is only if you want the sunroof all the way back like I pushed it. You gotta cut this all the way through there so the sunroof sits in there. And then up here, on the actual sunroof, you got some like lines. They're not lines, but they're like I guess you could say the cords, the ones that push the sunroof back. So I had to cut there. You can still put your sun visor. Just don't cut all the way back here, because if you cut all the way back here, you're not gonna be able to hold your sun visor up there. And I did the same thing on the other side. But pretty much is ready. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna clean up some spaces, just so I can start tacking it. But big ass sunroof. Look at that. You see if we get a better angle from down here. It's almost the whole thing. Yeah, it's gonna look nice. And then this is how it's gonna look on top, you see? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this up, because you can see that. I'm gonna clean that up, and then I'm just gonna start tacking. And then like here, I'm gonna push down, hold it and tack. Hold and tack, and just go all the way around do the same thing. And then back here is the same thing. Hold and tack, and just all the way like that. That's what the top looks like. But yeah, let me start cleaning it up, and then I'll tack it and I'll show you. All right, check it out. So I got it tacked in, and I shaved the welds. So this is pretty much smooth. So it's not that hard when you want to bondle it. Just like that all the way around. You can tack it more if you want, but I just tacked it like here and there. Should hold it good enough. Plus with you gotta do fiberglass first and then bondle, so it doesn't crack. Because if you do only bondle, it's gonna crack. It's gonna keep it cracking. But that's it right there. So right now I just got it wired up to this battery thing. I don't know what it's called. But check it out, how it's big sunroof. IMPALA sunroof all the way. That's how much it sticks out. Look at that. Pretty good, if you ask me. Yeah, this truck's gonna look hard. It's the other side, like it ain't any other different, but look how it looks. Like what I'm talking about here. The welds are flush. Look at that. It's not gonna be so hard with the fiberglass and bondle. But yeah, you gotta body work it anyway. That's what it looks on the inside again. It's looking pretty good. All right, here's a view of it closing. To close it, yeah, you gotta hold it. So it closes. And then to open, you can stop anywhere you want. Or just hold it. And then it opens all the way by itself. I wish it was like that with the closing part too, but it's not. But the cool thing is that you can stop anywhere you want. Yeah, just like that. So now what I gotta do is wire this up. like put this switch up there. But before we do all that, I need to do a headliner. So I'm gonna see if I can mold this on there. That way it's up here, so it kind of looks original. But then I have to run the hoses. Gotta run all four. That way it doesn't leak when the truck's leaning this way, or so if it's leaning either way. I mean, if it's leaning back, it's gonna throw the water on the rear ones, and then if it's leaning forward, the water's gonna go on the front ones. All right, that's gonna be it for this video. On the next video, what I'm gonna do is gonna be doing the body work on the truck and the body work on the sunroof, of course. I'm gonna fix it to where it's gonna look like it's from the truck. That's how it was factory, whatever. But till then, I'll catch you on the next.